Hi, this is Tom from Infinity Bricks, and I'm just bringing to you a LEGO Star Wars set review for the A-Wing Starfighter. This is set number 75175, comes with 3 minifigures. You have an A-Wing pilot, Rebel ground crew, and Lando Calrissian. Now it's great to have Lando, we haven't had him for a while, so this is the updated version. He has Finn's hair, so he's looking pretty good. Now there was a few things I found quite interesting about this set, and unfortunately not highly positive. This set retails, I believe, for $44.99 here in the UK. I managed to pick it up at lego.com and paid full price. I don't think it's available anywhere else. I haven't seen it available anywhere else, but it's definitely available on their website, and they delivered it pretty quickly. Now the first thing is just the price. I do think it's a little bit high for the size of this set. It is quite a small set. It doesn't feel, you know, big enough really to be around that £45 mark. Maybe it is, maybe the piece count, you know, sets that price, but just the overall impression that I had of the build just didn't feel as sizable enough to be priced at that. Maybe $39.99, but $44.99 a bit high. So anyway, let's have a closer look and see what you think. Now, even though this set isn't being released until 2017, for some reason here in the UK we've managed to get it early, and this is then the second A-Wing that I've managed to get here in the UK in 2016. The previous A-Wing was the one that came with the TIE Fighter, the Darth Vader TIE Fighter ship. Now that build looks pretty much identical. I mean, I've looked at them both and thought, you know, they look visually very, very similar. The wings at the back look very similar, the cockpit design and the overall layout. But there is one major killer feature that is completely different. Now, I didn't like the previous A-Wing purely because it's not an original trilogy set, and the colours I thought were very wild, and this one obviously is an original trilogy set and looks, you know, very much like the one from the film. But the other A-Wing had a killer feature where you could pull back the cockpit, and it shot out the missiles underneath. Now, for some strange reason, LEGO decided to not include that feature with this build. Now, I find that really strange because I thought that was so unique and excellent about that set. So the way that you fire the missiles on this set is with these two buttons here and here. So you just kind of fire them off. And the missiles are really well hidden, and you know, that's done really well. But I just feel that, you know, they missed the trick with that one. The other thing is, you know, I do like the build up of the engines here, and the angles here are very, very similar to the previous A-Wing, but really there really isn't any other feature apart from that with this set. There's nothing particular else that it can do. I mean, even these wings only rotate slightly and the guns rotate, so from a play feature point of view I just don't think it's as fun. But from a looks point of view, if you're an original trilogy fan and you want an A-Wing, this is definitely a cool one to have. Now, this A-Wing build comes with this sort of ground crew kind of maintenance truck, I guess, and just having a closer look at that, you have this kind of welding tool here. Got a nice little red cup and control panel at the front, that's a sticker, and a sort of control panel at the back is a sticker, and there is a little opening kind of unit that is empty, nothing comes with that. But really that's about it. But it's quite nice to have this if you're, you know, into just setting up a little area for ground crew. So this kind of works quite well. You know, it's very sort of simple, but I think it's effective. The minifigures that come with the set, you have this Rebel ground crew member. You know, he's a very simple figure, has a spanner and a bit of printing on the torso and a cap. But generally speaking, I feel like, you know, he's a fairly simple character, and there really isn't a huge amount to him. I think the A-Wing pilot is better, and there's a huge amount of detail in the printing. I really do love the way that these kind of like tubes, I guess, carrying oxygen kind of flow down into the legs. I mean, it's a very standard look that we've seen with other figures similar to this. This isn't the first figure to be done like that, so again, it doesn't feel quite original. Not sure if we've had this exact colour figure before, but the helmet is very similar to the helmets that we've seen previously for this type of figure. Now, one of the biggest draws of this set is definitely the inclusion of Lando Calrissian. Now, we haven't seen him for a while as a minifigure, so it's great to actually have an updated one. I do love his cheeky smile here, and he's got that little moustache. It might be quite tricky to see because of the lighting. And the print detail in his torso looks pretty cool. He has that nice light blue cloak, which is the sort of softer material, and he's actually got Finn's hairpiece there, so that looks great. So he has this cheeky grin. So overall, I'm okay with this set. I don't feel as impressed as I did with the Y-Wing. I felt the Y-Wing was a really impressive set. I love the build of how the bombs dropped, the overall look and the detail I thought was really cool. With this set, there's quite a few stickers. There's a lot of stickers on the front and on the side, which gives it its overall look. The functionality is extremely simple. It doesn't have many play features at all, just really the ability to shoot those missiles and to retract the legs. Now, the best thing about this set is Lando Calrissian. As I mentioned, we haven't had him for a while, so I'm really pleased that we have got him. The overall look of the build I think is good. It's very iconic. It does look like an A-Wing as opposed to the one from Rebels, but the Rebels A-Wing just had so much more functionality, or the functionality was so much cooler, the way that you could pull it back and fire. So here they've actually simplified it, and I feel like LEGO have taken a bit of a step back. Now, the price point for this, as I say, they could have dropped it a little bit more just to kind of make you feel like you're actually getting a better deal, because the build is very, very small. I do like the ground crew build, and the other minifigures, as much as they're not like anyone significant, it's always nice to have them. But overall, I don't feel this is a set worth getting if you have another A-Wing. Now, if you have the previous A-Wing, which came out quite a few years ago now with Admiral Akbar, and you're looking to possibly upgrade, I think you're probably better off not paying full price for this and maybe looking for it on a sale or something, especially if all you're really interested is in Lando. But if you're into the play features and you like that, then I think you would be better off going with the A-Wing that comes with the TIE Fighter. So you've got a nice little battle that you could have with those two. Now, I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are on this, so please let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for any future content.